Episode 4, the episode and I'm sure many others have been waiting rather impatiently for, basically returns to form. Like in the original, Tai is now in the digital world. Agumon there to meet him when he arrives. Though Izzy is nowhere to be found, even though he was teleported just as Tai was. Instead, Sora ends up with Tai and Agumon. She also doesn't find the digital world or Agumon being a dinosaur in the flesh strange. That is until Agumon talks. Yes, a talking dinosaur is what it took to make Sora react with any kind of excitement. The digital world is quite different from the original as well. From the Digimon modeled after dinosaurs that populate the place where our heroes ended up, giving it a very prehistoric feeling, which at least to me comes off as a reference to it possibly being born rather recently, to them being given two quests. The first one being to stop Japan from a nationwide blackout, which was introduced with all that extra time episode 3 had because Omnimon is broken. The second of these quests is to follow the light, whereas the original had the kids trying to find a way home and gradually becoming heroes in the process.
I'll stop you!
The reboot gives them much more agency and a more concrete journey right off the bat. Also, while Agumon, Garurumon, and Tentomon have all kept their rather basic personalities from the original thus far, Piyomon is shown to be much more fearful, putting Sora into a motherly role. This just brings me to saying I really appreciate how much of an understanding the show has had of the Digidestined so far. Oh yeah, speaking of Tentomon, the little bug that he is, he's introduced when Izzy contacts Tai and we find out Izzy ended up in the network. It's probably pretty obvious at this point that the show will take its time getting the main cast together. I mean, Izzy hasn't even shown up in the main cast, and we're on, like, episode 6. I mean, he's shown up, but he's not with the cast. And I'm really a fan of that, because on top of keeping things fresh, it's just more believable. Eventually, the group escapes Snymon, the Digimon that's been chasing the timid bird-like monster, but not before Tai tries to stand up to it and is put in his place, because, I mean, just look at Snymon. They then proceed to create a raft using Mom Friend's tools and make their way to the light. During this, however, an attack from both sides causes Greymon to evolve and take on an enemy from below, while Piyomon, with a newfound confidence because of her partner, evolves into Birdramon and takes on her pursuer. This is the first time we see the show's standard evolution sequence for the Digimon, and they look so good. They even have a real personality this time. Unique Digivolutions was something we didn't even get to see until the Digidestined's partners were able to digivolve into champions last time. The battles in this series have been overwhelmingly short, but sweet at this point. Yet I never really feel ripped off, barring the Omnimon fight, but we did already cover that, because the battles often tell a great story rather than focusing on being flashy. Something I think the hiatus has made me forget too is just how great the cliffhangers are, from the familiar to the not so familiar capping off the episode. If you want to see what those things are though, you can do one of two things. The one I'd prefer, which is watching the series through either Verve, Crunchyroll, or Hulu, or you could break my itty bitty heart. Skip those and watch the next review when it comes out, even though I'm giving you a whole week to catch up before my next review if you haven't watched the series yet. It's 6 episodes so far. What's the excuse? Decision's up to you, but until then, this is Mad Silence signing out.